The foundation of all of this work is dependent on learning to breathe using your diaphragm. Most of us tend to be upper chest or stress breathers. If you take a nice big inhale and you feel that rise and fall in your shoulders, that tells you that you're not drawing that air deep into your lungs and you're not using that diaphragm, which is a muscle, to help that air draw into the deepest part of your lungs. So what we're gonna do today is go through a few visualizations, a few exercises to help you get that diaphragm turned on, because your diaphragm, we don't realize, is the most essential part of our core. It's the top of that inner core unit. It's that muscle that sits right underneath those bottom two ribs, and it is a bookend to your pelvic floor. Your diaphragm and your pelvic floor have this motion in sync in a functional breather that helps with lymph flow, helps massage all those organs, helps to keep those core muscles strong and working in the way that we need them to. So how do we find our diaphragm? First thing I want you to do is just take your knuckles and find those bottom two ribs. Now this just gives your body some proprioceptive feedback, and you'll notice through a lot of my workouts, I start right here to just tune into that sensation. You can give yourself a little bit of sound, feel that vibration. Start to visualize that muscle right underneath those bottom two ribs. And it's kind of in the shape of a hat. It nestles right up in a little bit of an arc when it's at rest. And then when we turn it on, that arc actually flattens and pulls air down into the lowest part of our lungs. So we're just feeling right here. Then what we're gonna do is put our middle fingers at the front, thumbs at the back, draw your shoulders down your back. And as you breathe in and out, can you feel a 360 expansion through your side ribs? So you're gonna take a big inhale. See if you can use those ribs to press out into your hands. And then as you exhale, just visualize those ribs coming back together. Take that a few more times. Inhale, fill. Exhale, drawing the rib cage back together. Inhale, expand. And exhale. This is called lateral rib cage breathing. And I want you to go even deeper than this. That's starting to turn on that diaphragm. Now I want you to visualize that that air is going down. You're gonna fill your ribs and your belly. So if you could send air all the way down to the bottom of your pelvic floor, what would that feel like? Take that image, inhale, fill, ribs and belly. You're gonna feel the belly expand a little bit. You're gonna let those muscles relax. And then exhale, just let everything go back out. No core activation yet. Inhale, ribs and belly, relax, release the pelvic floor. Exhale, air goes out of the body. If you're having a hard time feeling this in an upright position, and if this concept of breathing into your diaphragm is new to you, you may still feel that rise and fall in your shoulders. I want you to bring yourself down to your back. We're gonna take the same exercise down here. And the reason this is so good on our backs is because when we go to sleep at night, we're not chest breathers. We go into that rest and recovery mode, and our bodies recognize this position as that place for rest and recovery. So it may take a minute or two, but I want you to bring your hands to your belly, loosen up your glutes. Legs can be in any position underneath you, and just see if you can get that slight rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. So we're not using those upper chest muscles to get us into our breath. The other thing to note about this diaphragmatic breath, because it's putting us into rest and recovery, it's taking us out of our sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system is fight or flight. That's cortisol, that's adrenaline to our brains. It's not a place you want to hang out for very long. So when we get back into that parasympathetic nervous system, we turn off that adrenaline, that cortisol, your body functions, digestion returns, blood flow goes back to its normal pace. And this is the place where cells rejuvenate, babies grow. So just take a few minutes every day. This is a great place to start your day. Wake up in the morning, check in with that diaphragmatic breath, see if you can get it turned on, and then how often can you get in tune with your diaphragm throughout the rest of your day?